one of these days. Ooh, network is fine. Excuse me. I think welcome back. Yesterday we're trying to get the capabilities data from Wayland, and well, I didn't know how to get the capabilities returned in the seed, because it returns yeah, I've like totally scuffed this off. Scuffed. I like that word. Right, yeah, totally messed this up. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to get this capabilities thing. Don't really know why. So I guess you can get the pointer, which we will need later. Yeah, we needed a pointer ID. And then we can read the events based on enter, leave. What about the buttons? Well, I'm sure they're there. To be fair, we don't even need the capabilities, but it's good to know that they work. I think I looked up an example on how to do this, and I think I saw to get it. Capabilities here. So it says it's a web mouse. See, whenever a seed gains or loses the pointer, keyboard, or touch capabilities, the argument is a capability enum containing a complete set of capabilities the seed has. And the pointer capability is added. Get pointer. This object will receive events until this capability is removed in the future. Hang on, is the order the other way around? I thought you call get pointer first. When the pointer capability is added, a client may create WL pointer object using the get pointer request. That is positively confusing. Right, okay, so I think if I understand correctly, I want to but the value, I don't think I need value, do I? I guess if I capabilities mask, let's say, const pointer should be capabilities and int from enum capabilities dot pointer. It's a lot of typing. I'm gonna rename that to capabilities mask. I think just mask is fine. Standard Debug document pointer. Or maybe a digit and then pointer. Returns. Make this void and get rid of that. Pointer is 1. Pointer is 1. That means it has a pointer. Okay. Hey, C Films. Good, how are you doing? And then keyboard should be mask and keyboard. Keyboard. What happens? Keyboard is 2. Yes, it is. I am doing great. How is the Zig debugger coming along? Mate, it's gonna be a while before the debugger comes along. Depends on how long this whole Wayland situation takes. But I don't think I'm far, because my plan is to, once I get the keyboard and the mouse going, and I can get events from them, I want to return an event iterator of sorts back to the debugger so I can get these events from the window. And then I'll also return maybe the bib mask. Not the bib mask, sorry, what am I talking? The buffer. So that it can render stuff. Or expose a render method on client or something like that. And then what was the last thing? Touch. Oh, it renames. Why does it do that? This should be touch. This should be 0. But why is touch? There is no like touch devices. Is there? Pretty sure. Is there? So what it's always been a touch screen? No, it's not. Right, so that just looks wrong. Looks too good to be true. Oh, I think I know why. Cause no, it's right. It's bibwise. You can't do and, can you? No, you can't. Yeah. What if you OR it instead? What do you get? Because it doesn't specify what the mask is. Interesting. Also, I just realized, where did my window go? It was working just fine. Where is my window? Oh yes, and what is this? Totally forgot about that. Task capabilities, and there's what's one? Name. A multi-seed configuration. The seed name can be used by clients to help identify which physical devices the seed represents. The seed name is UTF-8 string with no convention defined for its contents. Each name is unique among all WL seed globals. The name is only guaranteed to be unique for the current compositor instance. The seed names are used for all clients, thus the name can be shared across processes that refer to a specific WL seed global. Okay, I don't know what to do with that name thing. It's just there. I know why my window's not here. Because... yeah, it's stuck here. Okay, fair enough. I think I need to break out at some point. Why do I need this? Oh, I did add it to here. Here we go again. Not my cup of tea. Okay. I don't know which party though. Wayland or Zig? Why am I not getting a configure event? That's weird. Yeah, that's not it. I don't need that. Pretty sure it's these two. Maybe not. Just broke the pipe. Hang on. Why did Wayland not like that? I wasn't there before. Oh, it's after. Such a pull buffer ID. Up. Send in surface. There we go. 917. That surface. What's wrong with that? System pull buffer ID. I mean, I think this could be much simpler. Just make this a U32. Simple buffer ID. Get rid of that. And this would be size of U32. Okay. I forgot about the mouse. Hey, why are you getting pointed events? Not even listening for it. The little pointer ID. Where's that coming from? Oh yeah, because that's setting before. Right. Hey Bustronic, what is the value of color column 80? Oh, you mean this thing? I don't know really. Check. Config, was it? No, then grok. Where did I set it? Thing is here. Set. I do see the color column. So, what is? Is it just 80? Well, there you go. Then your lines are very long. No, because it's like zoomed in. Well, it's still long. Okay. um, it's easier to read when it's like that's zoomed in, and it's only a guideline, really. And plus, if I change this to like a second line, that's a lot of scrolling. So that's why I just leave it that way for now. What the fuck is going on? So what do you have so far? Well, not a lot, to be honest. I had a window working, and even can't even find. I can't even see the window now. Try to get the mouse working, and the fucking window's gone. Why is my fucking window gone? Keyboard ID, pointer ID. Where do I get these? Okay. Don't use this. Let me get rid of this for now. I don't know. I don't know really. I don't know how a debugger works. I'm positive I can make one. It's going to be. Well, I think I might do the whole thing. Might as well, right? I've got a lot of time. Need something to do. Need a long enough side project. Yo, why do you get stuck here? Why am I not getting my configure event? I don't even need this really. although I don't think that's the problem. So just emulators if you want something fun. Maybe, but I'm like curious about how one works. You know how a debugger works. So I will see this through first, and then yeah. I don't know. I have like no interest in emulators, and I think if I don't have an interest, I'm not gonna stick with it long enough. But imagine evaluating expressions might be hard. I don't know either. There might be. There's only one way to find out. What is this even here for? Ah, right, okay. Is there any other unhandled events? There is, but it's a garbage event. Object ID. Okay, I think I've messed up my object ID somewhere. Oh, I think I know why. Because the order of the next IDs gets sort of... No, I don't think that's it. Well, something is very wrong. Hopefully I didn't commit this. I don't think so. Let me try it. Okay, it's good to know it still works. Hang on, I saw something else as well. What are these object IDs? They look wrong. Event. Header size. Yeah, they should. I mean, should at least have header. And bytes to value. It is to value, right? Given a pointer, yeah, it's right. That's weird. Do I consume the header? Doesn't look like it. Do bytes to value consume? Bytes to value, pointer cost. I don't think so. Hang on. How has this been working the whole time? Okay, I just consume everything here, so I guess it's fine. Header dot message size, yes. Okay, and this is header size anyways. Okay, no, that looks fine. So what are these object IDs? What about these two? Object ID 8 is top level service ID. Go to top level service ID 012 012. Configure bounds. Maybe send prior to an XDG configure event to communicate the bounds of window geometry size is recommended to constrain to fast width and height. Oh yeah, I do know this one. What is 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know what those events are. Alright, so I can, let me get my, what's this? Oh yeah. Git stash. Configure event received. Interesting. That wasn't working before. So how come it doesn't break out of this loop here? Not that one. Oh, forgot to. It does break out of there. Because I see the pool ID. Which doesn't happen till later. I don't think this is an enum. Top level service ID, WM capabilities. It's an array. So is this one? So is that. There's a lot to this. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stash this for now. And then think of what to return so that still self equals this. That's fine. Let's call that B. How many are there? Seems like quite a few. Don't even use this. Jeez, how many are there? Okay, and that was the last one. Right, so on where do I call Wayland .con? Okay, what does that do? Here. I think I can return actually I just realized I didn't need to do that at all. Don't need self. I mean at this point I think it's not gonna work. I think I'm thinking of returning once client is struct needs event iterator just be event it. Yep. I think header, yeah, it's fine. Doesn't, you can use, that should be enough to get the events. I say buffer. No, I could just have func and oh no, I think it might be better to just expose a header, sorry, a buffer. What was the type of the buffer? I think it's size of U32. I'm not get rid of that. And actually here This can be public. Where's the pixels? What does this return? It's unknown. What about pool data? A slice of U8. I could do that, to be fair. I know U32 is fine, it's much easier. Alright, okay, so I return. Here's my client. U32. Maybe a close. Not really. I think that's fine. And this can return pointer to a client. Do I have to mark this as pub? No, I don't. Don't think so. We'll see how it goes. And then here. I think that might not be enough because we also need to know in that case what kind of event it is. Anyway. Move that, commit surface. So this means we have a window here. Our client is allocator dot create. Client. Just to type. Returns a point state. That's what we need. Client dot event it equals. Actually, it might not be that easy. Because to get an event iterator, we need okay, I think not, maybe not an event iterator. Read. Let's call it read for now. Guess I could leave socket here. Standard POSIX dot socket underscore t. Find the buffer equals find dot socket is socket. Yeah, okay. I think I know what to do. I'll grab this and that. So we point to a client. Socket, and I think you can pass buffer, which is slice of U8. This will return. Can it add a? Yeah. Vent iterator. Does that make sense? And then you can just have a while loop. Maybe. I think this could be better though. Because you do need to read the socket. Or have a buffer here and get rid of this. This would return output. And it dot output. Then I can call it next. And it's right. Not sure about this yet. It would have to be a struct. Maybe tense nothing. Invented right there, dot output. Can you parse stuff on output? Not really. Yeah, so I don't know if that's a good idea either. No, because then I would have to like expose too many details. No, I don't like this. Just make this void. I think I will return some sort of client. I'm not sure what this client should be like. I think we're back to square one, right back where we started. Is there anything else on the list? Oh, I don't have the list stashed. So if I look at the X11 example that I did, which I'm not sure I have anymore, or maybe I do. Hang on. They don't leave. It's fine. What was it called? Handmade. Oh yeah, here. Source 9. That is X11. If I go to the main loop here, so you run something like this. While expanding, you pass a display. Where did you get event from? Switch event type. Okay. Okay, I think I could do something like this. Turn a specific event, the ones that I care about, like button press, motion notify, resize, and all the other stuff. Yep. Okay. I think that's better. Oh, I could use my zoom. Whoa. Expanding display. So if there is some data in the wire, actually, one more thing I wanted to check is X11. Use pass a buffer. Load game lib. No, you don't. Oh, because you copy in X11. It's not the same. Right. So, I mean, that's not gonna work. I don't know, really. I'm just stuck. Alright, let me try something, at least. Bring that back. Oh, fuck, I deleted the client. We'll definitely need the buffer and the socket so that it can read from the socket. Struct. Buffer, just slice of view 32. Need that. And socket be an optional standard POSIX in case the connection is closed. Do an init. I'll return something. And then do something like this. Where did it go? Yep. But instead of returning 0, I do pub function next event. I still return some sort of optional. Let's call it event for now, but not really. Output. Can I also maybe create const client event is a struct. Let's say const keyboard event is a struct. Pointer event. Well, I guess just call it that. Display. And I guess this could return client event. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think I'd like to do something like this. So when I read, say while next event, get event, then should be able to just switch event, the type event. I should be able to do keyboard that. Just handle keyboard events. So to be able to do that, I don't think you can switch. So this would need to be need to make this any type. And in that case, just return one of these. Or is this still valid? If I say return client event dot keyboard. I don't think this will build. What's that? Found expected type found containment. Oh yeah, that's wrong. This should be okay. Other than that, doesn't mind. I guess I won't know to like call this function. Yeah, I don't think this is right. I mean, if this works, or like some form of this, then I can just do, well, event. Yeah, next event. Next event. Switch. Either type. And I can just do keyboard. Maybe something like that. And for this to work, I need to pass the event myself. Function, no function. OSX socket read. Where's my read? I can just get one of these. And then what next? You can do event iterator of equals buffer. Expected to equal. Oh yeah. Use of undeclared socket. C dot. Pointer to client. I think the buffer can be passed here. Buffer is slice of U8. And then if e dot next output, and then I can switch o dot header ID. Okay, if it's keyboard ID. No, it's not dot keyboard ID. That's not right. What am I missing? It is right. Oh, it's not declared. I'll just declare one here. Keyboard ID. Give it an ID for now. And then I can switch dot header dot header dot op, and then only return the values that we cared about. So for keyboard XTG, well, no, it's not XTG. Wayland WL seat pointer keyboard. Key map. This one provides a file descriptor to the client, which can be memory mapped in read-only mode to provide keyboard mapping description. Not sure if I need that. Keyboard enter. Notification that this seat's keyboard focus is on a certain surface. Okay. Enter, leave. Sure. Can export all of these. Key. Modifiers. Change and it should update its local state. Mods latch, mods locked. What's that mean? Information to pointer focus instead. If a modify event with pressed modifiers is sent without a prior enter event, client can assume the modifier state is valid until it receives next WL keyboard modified event. I'm not sure what that is. Repeat info. Informs about keyboard's repeat rate and delay. This event as soon as WL keyboard objects has been created and is guaranteed to be received by the client before any key press event. Negative values for either rates or delay are illegal. I think this internally I could use to check if the keyboard's working. Okay, so basically what I need is key, leave, and enter. So you can show the blinky thing if you want, like the cursor. Okay. And enter, leave, key. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3. That's the ones I cared about. 0. No, that's 0, 1. 1, 2, and 3. Else maybe just standard info. Maybe not even log. Debug or print. Keyboard event. Header dot up. Okay, and here, what was the event like in X11? Key release, key press. Okay. Key press, key release. I think they can be handled separately. So here, you can have key. What is key type normally? Check my font. Render, is it render? Yeah, I think it was text. Why did I comment this out? Render F, oh, because I don't use this anymore. Let me uncomment this so I can. Oh yeah, I also forgot that I don't have the memory. The point is U21. I guess would just be U32. Text buffer. Let me check. X11. Global state. Int cast. Key released. Game input key released. Where did I define this? If I remember, comment, yeah. It's just U32. Let's leave that. Key would be U32. And we have the event to see if it's like release or press. That was it, mate. What else do we need? Key released, input key. What is this time? X key dot time. To leave key. Serial time. What is this? Timestamp with millisecond granularity. Key is a platform, blah, blah, blah. If the event produces change in modifiers. This event adds currently logically down. Adds the key to the keys currently logically down if the state argument is pressed, or removes the key from the keys currently logical down if the state argument is released. Oh, okay. Key state. Release pressed, repeated. Why'd you need that? Physical key state describes the physical state of a key that produces a key event. Ah, right. Okay. I see what you mean. Key state. released, pressed, repeated. Not sure why would you need that. Since version 10, the key can be in a repeated pseudo state, which means the same as pressed, but is used to signal repetition in the key event. Okay, I see that. That could be useful. And there's a state, which is state, and I think time. Yeah, C32. Key, time, and state. I think the serial is to return, is for us to respond. Some sort of like acknowledgement. The event reduces modifier, logical state, logically down. What is the serial for? No mention. Serial number of the key event. In case the event was repeated. Okay, anyway, I'm not sure about that. But doesn't matter. State. Okay, and it will be keyboard event iterator. Let's just look at the key one for now. Enter, leave, key. So that's 3. Can I create a parser in here? The data, a slice of U8, return keyboard. State is also, it's a uint basically. And I can do int from enum. U32. Okay, I think parsing is already done many times. Where is event iterator? Consume. Where is U32? Yeah, here. Grab these. Data. If data is data.len less than size of keyboard, return error.invalid keyboard event. So this can add a I think another thing that I wanted to do is consume. Can I just make like a global consume? Let's go down, event, display, here. We'll just take buff, slice of U8. Return, otherwise buff is consumed. This should be key. You know what? I think this could just be, oh, hang on. This could be a client event. So this should be here. And instead of, this should be client event. And we'll return keyboard. Key press event. Okay, that looks fine. That would be the key. Const state. Hang on, I need to ignore the serial first. Size of your 32. Not sure what to do with this yet. And the next is time, no key. Time is you went 32 key, and then the state. Yep. And then return dot key equals key. State. You know what? Keep the same order, just in case. Time is time, and then state is enum from int state. What is unused? E. What do I even need E for? Oh yeah, could leave that. Okay, if that works that way, next event on 3, return. I need a client. client event. Return c dot parse key press event. And it needs the buffer, so I don't even need that. Do I need that? Yeah, I do need that. This would be o.data. Does it? Yeah, it does. I'll call it C. Is it defined? Yes, it is. Pass key press event. Okay, and this would return keyboard event. What about the enter and leave? That's also like a keyboard event. I think this could be optional. Then it's like a lot of work to find out. It's like an enter or a leave. What does it return? Enter. Serial surface keys. I mean, in the beginning, I probably will have only one surface. Oh, interesting. Just return. So let's say if you had like a pop-up like here and it had an input for some reason, you could just okay. And what are keys? Keys is an array. Also, the sense that will modify event after this. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure how to handle these enter and leave, but I think that's for later, anyways. I think I'm quite happy with that. And then you could just run this in the while loop in main client. I need to return client buffer socket. Where's my client? Don't need this. Return client. Okay, and here const client equal to that. I'd say while true. I mean, this can be quit, really. Yeah, but for now, let's just leave it as true. While client dot. I forgot to expose the event. Okay, need a buffer. I mean, these are quite small. Whatever. U8 equals undefined. while clients dot next event buffer. Can I capture this event? I think I can. Okay. Then can do switch. Yeah, I see the first problem. Because it won't return event, it'll return, well, one of the keyboard events. One way I can think of is any type. Like, any type can't be null. If this is not the case, return null. Can I do event.fields? Is that how you use it? Add field. And keyboard. I mean, I'm not going to do that. But then I think this is also comp time. Yeah. So that wouldn't work anyways. Not sure. Now, I'm gonna call it a day there because I have to go. Plus, I don't know how to proceed. I don't think this is gonna build. Does this even work? You can just ignore this for now. Yep, there's a few problems. C.socket response.len 634 634. Let's make it an optional for now. Oh yeah, actually, if C.socket 50. Hang on. If yeah, socket D goes here, internal here, otherwise return error dot broken pipe connection closed. Yep, if the socket is closed, then it's an error. So that means this can be that. Oh, but I don't want to return an error. Can I do try here? No field named header ID. Okay, I can sort that out. Output 643. 643. What is output type? Oh, it's header ID. Object ID. Object ID. That's wrong. I think op is right. It's right. Switch must handle all possibilities. True, true. Does it not? Oh, the outside. Under debug, the print handled object ID. The dot header dot object ID. What's wrong? Expected statement found else. Oh, sorry, it's in the wrong place. Standard debug. Effective expression found. What am I missing? Have I forgotten? Oh, dot header dot object ID. What's wrong? Invalid token. How is this different from this? Is it just... Why is that okay? Standard debug print unhandled object ID. Yes. Oh, I forgot to escape. There we go. Consume expected to... Oh yes, true. 6. Okay, I gotta go. I'll fix these tomorrow. And yeah. These are like not bad. It's not gonna work anyways after. There's a lot more to be done. I'm not gonna commit this yet because... Yeah, anyway. I think that's a problem for tomorrow. Can I fix one more? Maybe one more data. This one. 609. What does consume expect? Expects the buffer. Makes sense. What is buffer state? Can I assign the constant? Oh, it's a constant. I thought that can be fixed. I think. Oh, maybe that's why I put consume in the same event, the same type. Consume. I guess I'll have to pass. Client event buff is slice of UI. And change this. See the buff deadline. What is C? Okay, it's gonna take too much time. I'm late. Alright, thank you for hanging out as always. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. But there's a lot more work to be done. I think I'll come back once I'm back. I might do some more work offline. So it's a bit more prepared for tomorrow. Yeah, it's looking good to be fair. And I could start work on the debugger soon, which is a whole different mystery. Alright, I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you back here tomorrow if you're here. And yep, guess that's it.